Hi guys! So today's going to be a little bit of a video about character design. This is my first time recording on Procreate, which I got recently, so it was an experience because I screwed up and accidentally didn't record the first part of this video. So instead of watching me actually design this character, you get to watch me finish her reference sheet. Yay! So this is my character Lily. I didn't really need to make a character design for her in the first place because if I ever make anything out of her, I've kind of started working on a bit of like a book, but it's words. It's a word book. It's not a comic or anything. But I wanted to use it as an excuse to practice character design a bit. So I'm going to talk about her personality a little bit. She's an introvert a lot. She's kind of a nervous wreck. She's very like calm on the outside. And she doesn't really know how to stand up for herself at all. And of course, throughout the events of the book, seeing as it's a fantasy book where things have to happen, she probably doesn't get much sleep, which is why I decided to put a little bag under her eyes. She's very sweet, nice, and kind of gets trampled on a little bit, and her self-confidence meter is about 0. There's more to her than that, but in case I ever do end up sharing this story, I don't want to give spoilers. So, with the character design, one of my favorite things to do is shape language, so I made sure to give her a lot of circles, just emphasize her sweetness, I guess. The way I designed her when I was supposed to be recording the footage, I made a bunch of faces of her and different like designs of her face, and eventually I chose one that I liked the best, and then I made a bunch of different like designs for her outfit and everything, and I chose which one, like saw how they worked, and eventually, yeah, I'm gonna talk about the components of it. I decided to make her like entirely blue, like even her skin is actually like a little actually a really like light hint of a very light hue of blue, a very light shade of blue, or however you say it, and because like blue is kind of like the color of like calmness, it's also the color of sadness, which she gets to not have a good time a lot in what happens. So there's that. She likes to blend in at school. She doesn't want any attention drawn to her, of course. So she's gonna get dull colors. But the thing is, she's the main character. If you want attention, she's gonna have to have attention drawn to her by the audience, right? Because she's the main character, or one of them. So what do? I had to give her something stand out to make her you want the audience to focus on the face, right? So I decided to make her eyes bright blue so that your attention is drawn to her face, and that she has something that pops off about her. As far as silhouette goes, again, I tried to give her rounder shapes, but I also decided to give her that little flyaway strand of hair that comes off the top of her head, which it's been done before, but it works to emphasize her silhouette a bit, and also she's kind of a mess, and if one strand of hair out of place on her head, it's very Lily of her, which, yes, that is her name. Her name is Lily. Also, blue is the color of water, and she ends up getting water powers. She can control the water. It's the whole thing. I'm not going to go into it. I wanted to give her more like sweatpants, sweatshirt type of gear because she's not gonna. Everyone else in this world that she lives in likes to dress like a lot more formally, including the other main character. But she's not. She doesn't like the way things are going here, and she doesn't wear it. Which it's a thing. But it's a very basic thing to put her in, right? So I thought, you gotta make it interesting a little bit, so I gave her that little, like, like that little cuff at the top, vary it up, and the end of her sleeves, in order to vary the silhouette a little bit, so I made them droop down quite a bit. As far as expressions, very Lily expressions, she's more of a chill character. So her smile wasn't going to be all open mouth and big. I decided to just give her a little closed mouth smile, close her eyes a bit. And she also has like a bit of a haunted quality just because of her, the bags under her eyes that kind of make her look like a walking zombie. And just, that's how it works with like the dark colors. But she's actually very sweet. But that's what people would think on first glance because she's, stuff happens. Her brother was executed for reasons I'm not gonna go into, but first chapter he ba-bam. And of course no one likes her because wow, she's related to that guy. Remember that guy? That was a whole thing. So that's that. I wanted to give her a little bit more personality in her face, so I gave her those, not really sure what those little circles are in her face, more just, I don't know, like cheek things. I thought they looked, they added a little bit to her face, and yeah, we are done here. Mostly, kind of. So, we're just gonna watch as I do the background a little bit for this little thing, give her little shadows under her feet. Yeah, that's that. Hooray. I don't have anything else that I really want to say, so let's just let this video play out. I ended up not deciding on that, going with that stripe, just 'cause it's a bit distracting. Give her a little shadow, little heart. Bye!